Greetings everybody, my name is Crims, and welcome to this commentary on Metroid Prime! Released in 2002 for the Nintendo GameCube, what a fucking blast! Now this game, my dear, is very good. So strap down your seatbelts, let's fucking play this shit. But as you can probably read from the title, we're gonna do something a little bit differently. And as you can see right here, we're gonna do it as a randomizer. But it's not gonna be crazy or anything like that. I made the randomizer so that no glitches or super tricks are required to beat the game. So it probably won't be too different from a normal playthrough. So it's just for fun, you know, for me, because I played this game many times from when it came out. And this is the first time I ever play a real randomizer from beginning to the end. So it's a little bit different for me. And it will be fun to play the game, you know, full playthrough with the story and all that shit. So welcome to space, GameCube space. Now right off the bat, the first time I played this game was on a demo disc from before this game came out. And this whole first area of the game was playable. And it featured voice acting. So right here in this shot, right here, there was voice acting right now. Like this dude talking about, in the deep of space, Samus Aran is about to find the biggest dildo. It's like, why did they take that away? Maybe lack of space? And also some people have found in the data files, I think they're still in the final game, but you can never hear it, you have voice acting for Samus. Like right here, I believe, or something. Samus speaks right here. And those audio files are still in the final game, if I'm not entirely wrong here. But in the end, I think it kind of fits, you know, not having any voice acting. Because that's what I kind of like with the Metroid series, like, not too much exposition, it's just show where you are, real space, goddammit. Here's a ship, if you're a Metroid fan, you recognize it. You see Samus, like, you fill in the story yourself. And not knowing, sometimes, is kind of more interesting. Now look at that fucking babe. My god, when I saw this the first time, these graphics blew my fucking mind, I tell you. It was crazy. And this was in 2001, this shot right here, and then the full game got released in 2002. So, really fucking good. Man, it almost makes my tiny little Cream's heart cry. It's so fucking good. So here's the aiming training. You can look around like this, you can shoot, you can charge your fucking shots, release it, you can aim with R, and you can lock your sight with L, and you jump and shit, and you can make yourself into a fucking ball! This was so much fun, because you know in Super Metroid and all the other Metro games you had Morph Ball, but it was only left and right, and like jumping and shit. But this game, oh man, you can be a 3D Morph Ball, it's so fucking cool! The next set of force field controls are offline. So in this game you also have a scanning feature. You can scan our ship. Energy force field in place, you cannot reach your gunship. Oh fuck. And then you can scan things like these to open up various obstacles and whatnot. So this game also features two types of collectibles. You have scanning collectibles, scanning enemies and items and whatnot. And also items, of course. So you have 2% meters. And I believe if you get 100% on both of them, you get like a little extra ending cutscene. And I probably won't be spoiling anything, since this is a normal playthrough and whatnot. But we probably won't be going for that. I'm not too fond of the, you know, scanning shit. I'm more of, you know, more for the gameplay and action. But we can read, you know, some things, like the boss battles and some items and whatnot. So here we are, we're in this space pirate frigate, and lots of shit have been happening here. Fuck's this shit. New creature entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology, Parasite, interval. Yeah, okay, good, nice. Planet, space, cool. Look at this dude. Very nice. Now, before any of you fuck nuggets out there is like, oh, he's playing on emulator, woohoo! I'm actually not. Like, what? How the fuck can you play Randomizer on the real console, Crims? You must be a fucking wizard. Well, almost. But the thing is, I'm playing this on the Wii, and then using a homebrew with Nintendont loader. So everything we see and how the game is played is like 100% identical to how it would be on a real console. So there won't be any graphic glitches, no frame rate drops, no nothing. It's gonna be, you know, ethical or identical to playing the real shit. And even better, we also have a progressive scan and full 48p with component cables. So it pretty much is as good as it can be. Most people play with composite cable, the yellow, white, red cables, and with today's standards, looks like complete garbage. So it's nice that we can have progressive scan and all that shit with homebrew. Because here in Europe, with the GameCube, we had 2 outputs on it. We had AV out, you know, the standard shit with the yellow, white, red. But we also had digital AV out, which is the component which gives us a much cleaner picture with better color separation, but also the ability to use progressive scan. But with the Nintendo, with the PAL and the Europe releases, they never added that feature. So we could never have progressive scan. And if you want to know what I'm actually talking about here, I'm talking about the difference between progressive and interlaced video footage when it came to old video games. So you can Google that shit if you want to know more. I don't need to explain the whole shit. Someone else can probably do a better job. So there's a fucking turret right there, but I believe you can scan. No, you can't. Huh, I don't know. But we are playing on hard mode, so you peeps know that. So not everything will die in one shot. Maybe, possibly 2 shots. But yes, it feels great, it looks great. It's like playing on the original console, but very clean, nice picture. And with capture card and all that shit. So when you do the randomizer, when you like make your own file, you have the ability to just skip this whole starting area, which is basically like a tutorial, because there are no collectible items. There's nothing, you know, much to do here. Just explore, learn the controls, and maybe scan some shit. Space parrots. Maximum power recommended. Okay. So we can spam until he's dead. Or we can dodge like the boss. So when you lock on enemies like this, you have a very fast dash jump to the left and right, which can be very useful in, you know, both avoiding enemies, but also some sequence breaks. You know, coming to places you aren't supposed to reach. And we are playing on the 1.0 version, which patched out, this was way back in the day, but it patched out some glitches that became apparent in speedrunning. For example, scan dashes and all other sorts of glitches. But as I said, I made this randomizer so that no glitches are required. And to be honest, I don't really like playing this game with glitches. I like to just explore it, have fun, react to the shit, shoot some dudes, and have a good time. And it's gonna be quite interesting to see how radical or how dynamic the randomizer will be. It probably, as I said, won't be very different, because the game is kind of built around this set path. Like you get an item so you can go down path A, and then you get another item so you can head down path B, and so on. And since no glitches and stuff like that is required in this playthrough, it will most likely be very similar to a normal playthrough. It's mostly like the extra items, like some extra missile expansions or energy tanks. Those kinds of things will most likely be randomized a lot. So it will be fun. And playing this game normally, you know, for me, on hard mode as I do now, is quite challenging sometimes. And so the randomizer can either make that even harder or even easier. And that's the fun thing for me. We shall see how it goes. Now this looks very familiar. Where have I seen this before? It's in fucking Smash! I do believe it is, but not yet. It will be. Now, I'm gonna show you a very cool thing about the scan feature. It will also help you in combat sometimes. So this is the Parasite Queen. Looks fucking awesome. So we're gonna begin by scanning this shit. We see big enemies have a longer scan duration. So this is Parasite Queen, parasite female, genetically enhanced by unknown means. A weak spot has been detected in the creature's mouth. Use auto target to acquire this new target. Scan indicates the presence of a potent mutagen. Origins unknown. Creature exhibits the ability to fire weapon-grade blasts of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard parasite genome. It appears the pirates have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results. So now we can target the mouth and do so much more damage. Look at this shit. It's crazy. And I'm using a trick here called missile cancel. So when you shoot a missile and you only spam the missile button, there's like a delay before you can shoot the next missile, right? But if you press missile and then normal shot right after, you kind of cancel that animation. You can shoot much faster. It's really cool. So I use that there to do a lot of damage, but now we don't have any more missiles. So we just have to do this normally. Shoot the shit until it's dead. And of course on hard mode, all the enemies and bosses have so much more health. And if you try to kill this boss without fighting the weak points, it's gonna take a long fucking time. But that went swimmingly. And she's dead! And we won't be seeing her until we play Brawl. Which we will never do! Or maybe, like a let's play commentary on... what is it called? The Brawl story. I forgot the name right now, just because I'm scared. We need to head out. Woohoo! Now, a fun fact. Me and my brothers, we did a lot of speedrunning back in the day. Just for fun, you know. But my second older brother, he had, I believe, the world record, or at least the Sweden record or whatever, for escaping this place when the game was brand new. So you see the timer down there. He was one of the... I think he had world record in how fast he escaped this place. For like a short time. I don't think it was that long. But it was pretty cool, you know. And also me, I had world records in other things like Mario Kart Double Dash in some stages, the Baby Park to be specific. And then we had F-Zero GX, both me and my second older brother had world records on that, on some stages. So it's kind of cool. We were these gaming bros, pretty good, and we took some records here and there. It was really fun. And this was way back in the day when GameCube was new, like 2001 and 2. So not too many people played it, and not too many people shared their times and whatnot. So it was kind of hard to know who had the world record, you know, for real. But yeah. So we're escaping, we're shooting these shits. So if you want to have like 100%, oh, nasty, 100% scan shit, you need to scan some enemies in this pirate frigate. You can never come back here later in this state without spoiling too much. So if you want 100% scan, you need to scan some of the enemies you find here. And I believe it's like... I don't think it's these ones. Never mind, we probably already missed them. Okay, so we have some turrets. You can use some nice tactics to avoid the shit and hopefully get our missiles back. That would be nice. Now, when you aim on an enemy, I don't think I can show it right now, so I will show it later. But when you charge your beam, you don't need to charge it all the way full to do max damage. It's kind of pointless, to be honest. This game is so fucking cool, man! Look at this shit! You're a ball rolling around, and I'm losing time by rolling away from the door. It's so fucking cool, man. It was really cool and fun when the game came out, and it's still really fun to just be a morph ball and rolling around. And then on the Wii version, it was kind of fun as well to do, you know, flip. Holy crap. Flip the Wiimote like upwards to do a jump, which adds to the sense of movement. And the game was re-released on Wii as a trilogy with Wiimote and nunchuck controls. And it's pretty cool. I played through it once, but I prefer the GameCube original control. The way the game was designed. Look at that fucking shit! It's Ridley! I'm your biggest fanboy! Please, have some tea and cookies with me. I want to know, what are you on about? Why do you have to do this? You see, he was kind of metallic. Because we killed him in Metroid 3, also known as Super Metroid. But he's still here. Fuck have they done, the space pirates? They don't know what they're doing anymore. Okay, we need to scan these shits. because it will disable the auto turrets and we don't need to deal with that shit. It's kind of nice. And now, my friends, we have the most generic Metroid excuse as to why you lose all your fucking powers, so you can go get them again. It's pretty weird when I think about it now, because in this whole thing, this whole like starting area, like I can't use morph ball, I can't use missiles, I don't have my suit, like super suit, can't charge my beam. So you kind of learn to play with that, and then it just fucking disappears. It's like, okay, so why did I learn that shit if you're gonna take it away from me? It's like, fuck. Do I need to do this? No, I don't. It's depressurizing. But then once you get items, you know, again, later on, it's kind of nice. Like, yeah, I remember how to use this shit. So that's good. Let's get the fuck out of here! Oh, listen to that music, man. Oh man, you know, after playing Smash quite a bit, Ridley is so small in that version compared to how he is supposed to be. And I believe he's the same size in this game as he is in Super Metroid. You know, if you have Samus as a scale besides him, I think it's the same size. But for Smash, of course, they couldn't have him as this huge fucking dragon. They could have him as a boss battle, but they wanted him to be a character, and so they had to scale him down, which kind of sucks. Okay, so we're gonna land on Talon 4. So this is where the game begins, or the randomizer begins, if you choose to skip the tutorial intro stage. But, as I said, since this is like a full story playthrough in focus, then I want to show everything. And it's fun to play that stage and all that shit. So now the fun kind of begins, or probably not directly, but later on, as the more items we get, the more random it's gonna get, I guess. But now in the beginning, it's probably gonna be the same as a normal playthrough. And for people who haven't played the original game, I will explain when an item has been swapped or not, and what was there originally. So you can kind of hang on to what I'm saying here. So we're here on Talon 4, we saved, here's our ship. It's so much nicer. So some people who know me know that I'm not too fond of sci-fi. And it's like, what? And you're playing this game and you fucking love it? What the fuck's wrong with you? But yes, I don't... You know, the sci-fi element doesn't speak that much to me, so... You know, I never really saw Star Wars, never got into it. I don't like that, you know, genre at all. But this game, in the beginning, way too much sci-fi for me. You know, the spaceship and all the electronic shits and all the panels and whatnot, experiments, space pirates, what the fuck. It's so crazy. But then the game goes more, you know, down to earth. You know, you have this place right here. And it's one of my favorite places in the game. It's so nice. And the people today of the new generation might think, wow, this looks like complete fucking dog shit. But now I'm gonna be all, you know, back in the good old days. But this was insanely good looking. And for me, you know, who can still think back, this looks really fucking good considering when it came out and also the technical limitations of the hardware. It's insane. So look at this dude. Is that a fucking beetle? It is a beetle. Burrowing insect with a resilient carapace. Extremely aggressive, insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through a solid rock at high speeds. Above ground, beetles can cover short distances rapidly. They attack anything that moves near their lair. So that's why they came up. So as we're playing on hard, you see they have so much more energy. And that's kind of nice. Some shrooms! Saturnine, yeah. Small iridescent mushroom typically grows in dank, dark regions. Fuck yes. You know, it's kind of fun for me to also scan more things in the game now. Because when I was young, I was like 9 years old when I played this game the first time. And growing up in Sweden, English wasn't your strongest side. And so it's kind of fun that you understand a lot more what's going on and how things work. So that was pretty cool. And also I can practice on my English by reading these nice texts. Now look at this, you little shits! It's a fucking zoomer! Woohoo! Anchors itself to walls and other surfaces, avoids contact with spike. Okay, so avoids contact, kind of. Like, yeah, never mind. Not gonna be bullying here. A basic nerve center located directly above the zoomer's mandibles. Mandibles? Detects nutritions. Sharp spines protect it from casual predators, but the lack of reinforced carapace makes the zoomer vulnerable to any indirect attack. Wow, ain't that the truth? Okay, stop it! Just gonna have fun, you know? That's what we're all here for. And when it comes to video games, I rarely believe that a year or... what is it? Yeah, how old you are. Age, that's the word. Like, age doesn't matter at all when it comes to video games. Except for a few cases. I would say games like Shadow of the Colossus and Silent Hill. Like, these very mature games. I mean, of course you can play them on a very surface level when you're a child, like I did. Like, I played them for the gameplay alone, didn't really think too much about them. But when you get older and you realize like the bigger meaning behind it all, and you can draw some lines between reality and you know, grown-up life, things like that, it makes it so much more interesting. So that's the only reason why age can be a difference in some types of games. But for the most part, people play video games for the gameplay. What? Are you serious? Of course. That's how it is. Let's see, we have a missile expansion up there. I believe that's how it is in the original as well. So this is the Chozo Ruins. It's fucking great. It's so cool. I like this place. So the gameplay in video games is of course the most important. And that's why age doesn't really matter. And that's why, even though, like, if I grew up with Mario games, it's all colorful and happy-go-lucky and things like that, I can still appreciate them a lot, you know, as I get older, because of other aspects, like the difficulty and things like that. So that's a fucking missile expansion, nothing different there. And up here, now that's different. Normally, there is an energy tank right there, so instead we have more missile expansions. And I kind of like that, because it kind of trades the health aspect for more offensive, which makes the gameplay a little bit different, considering we are playing on hard, and I will attempt to do my best. And these things are called Ion. Well, that's pretty creative. An eye creature. Immobile organism entirely composed of ocular tissue, capable of launching sustained energy beams when active. The Ion is sensitive to light and will close shut if a bright flash ignites nearby. So if I shoot here, or just near him, he will close his eyes. It's kind of fun playing these, you know, FPS games on console when I'm so more used to, you know, mouse and keyboard on the PC these days. But still, playing this game feels so natural. It's really nice. What the fuck? That's the ice beam! No, that's the ice spreader! Oh man! Okay, so every single beam you get in the game has like an upgrade, so to speak, so it gets stronger. And that's the ice beam's like upgrade. It's pretty insane. And that doesn't really change too much, because even if you get the ice spreader, you can't use it because you need ice beam. So no, what is it? No sequence breaks can be done from that. And just like my last recording of Prince of Persia Classic, I will probably just do full sessions as videos, because what I did way back in the day, I made one video at a time. And between every video, I closed down the recording, edited it, put it up on YouTube for every single part. So it was really slow, painstakingly stupid, and not very efficient at all. But it was kind of fun, you know? There's a blast cap. Cool. And then I went over to sessions where I record for like an hour, and then I divide it up in parts. And sometimes between the parts I say goodbye and hello. And then for like Resident Evil remake on the GameCube, I made sessions and then divided them up. So my commentary could just stop at any point and start at any point. I didn't have any control over that. But now, I think I kind of want to go like a mix between streaming and classic Let's Plays. So I record a session, which I do right now, and then I don't really divide it up in parts. Because it feels like it's kind of nice to not divide it up in too many parts to flood everybody's subscription box. So instead we just have... what in the fuck? We have the morph ball already? But we need... But... Oh. Okay, what was I saying? I was saying something. What the fuck is this? Drainage possesses traces of high-level toxins. Oh, man. The fuck was I talking about? Yeah, session. So I'm just gonna record this whole session and just put it up as one big part. And I will not play through the entire game right now. I don't want to rush it. We'll play for as long as I feel like, kind of like a stream, and then we end it and upload that as a full part, like a large part. So it will be a lot more varying than normal Let's Plays, you know? Come on, stand still, boy. And you know, in the long run, who gives a fucking shit? Fuck. Okay, so we need to be careful with these dudes. And you can use the audio cues and also the radar to the top left corner to see where they stop. And you can also try to shoot them while they're flying around, because you can, yeah, stop them in their tracks and then shoot them. But you need to fix the aim very quickly. Oh, but did we scan that? Yeah, no, we didn't. We didn't scan that. Fuck. Do I need to, though? I think as soon as you hear them shout out that screech, you can just jump in place and they will miss you because they attack you at your feet, I believe. Fuck. Stand still, boy. Okay, this time don't scan the fucking boss. Just shoot the shit. Now I'm gonna try to shoot them as they come out here, because we get 3 from each place. That was really fucking nice. Holy crap, this is going really well. So when there is one enemy left, I will attempt to scan him. Fuck! I was too late! So that's an enemy you can miss when it comes to scanning completion. Especially when it comes to bosses. So this is kind of insane. You get the missiles here, and then you have to go back. But now we have the morph ball, which is really nice. But we have to go back now, because we can't open that door without missiles. So this is already interesting. Because when you play the game normally, you know exactly where to go. And when you get a certain item, you know exactly where to go next. But now the game can like make a kind of new path. And that's what's so interesting for me, to see how this will turn out. Get out of there! Now, these ones are much easier to shoot because they don't fly around like crazy bitches. So this is a wasp, I believe? War wasp. Airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. Oh, damn. Imagine facing that without a suit. So this is their hive. War wasp hive. Only vulnerable to heavy weaponry. So we can only destroy it with missiles and other things, not with normal shots. So let's see. Can we do anything down here with the morph ball? We can't open that shit. We can't go in there. We can even scan this one. Approximately 1 meter in diameter. Okay. And we can't go behind this wall either. It's brimstone, which we can destroy with missiles. But guess what? We can't. And I still can't believe I missed my lines. Like, god fucking damn. Greetings, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Because it is February 3rd, 2020 today. Hope you're having a good day. I really do. I don't really know how I feel. That's why I want to do this commentary, to think of other things. and also play video games, because playing video games is fun. I recently started watching a psychological anime which came out in 2018, which is called Happy Sugar Life, and I can't believe I missed that, because psychological horror is my absolute favorite genre of all time when it comes to, you know, movies, music, or even video games. Yeah, music also, if you can. Things like that. And so I can't believe I missed that series, and I'm watching it these days now, and I think it's really fucking good, and I have the ending song on my brain, and the whole soundtrack downloaded in FLAC. It's really nice, I like it. So what do we do now with the morph ball? I have two things, I believe. We can head over here. I'm not gonna deal with you shit stains. Oh, damn it. Holy crap, they do a lot of damage! Wait, if I die now, we have to redo the boss and shit. I need health drops, and I need them now. And these things can do much damage if you get hit by many at the same time. So we need to be careful here, get some health back. That was good. So we'll head over here first and see how it goes! Give me health. Nice, we're back on. We're topped up. I really like the stereo effect. I hope you guys are wearing headphones or something. So what do we have there? Woo! Show it to me, baby! What is it? That is a suit. That's a fucking suit! But we need a spider ball to get it. Don't want to deal with these things, because just like in Super Metroid, they light up your way. It's kind of nice to not kill them. Toxin levels are high. Where have I seen that before? This is so fucking cool. I have a suit right there. I believe it's the face on suits or something else. I want to scan these suits, but they fly at you and they hurt you and it's not fun, and we can't go here. We need the missile. The fuck? Okay, another option we have is to head back to our ship, because there is a missile expansion which you need the morph ball for, which means we can go get that right now. And this makes it a little bit... If that's the case, that makes it a little bit boring, because now we just need to... Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, they only do 1 damage, I believe. And if you're a morph ball, they don't hit you so easily. So what do? There's a missile expansion, but we can't get that. We can't open that shit. So yeah, I believe we need to go back to our ship and get our first missile expansion. Now, I don't know how fail-proof or safe-proof this randomizer is. So if we get stuck, I might have to look at the spoiler log, which shows where every item is in the game. Or maybe I forgot to render that one, because you have the option to render a spoiler file or not. But we shall see. We'll improvise. That's the beauty of commentary and playing a video game. Just play the game, have fun, see what happens. Because when everything is said and done and very apparent what's gonna happen next, it's not so fun. So we'll head back to our ship and say, but first I'm gonna get this power up. Fuck. Right in here. If that's not the missile, I will shoot some shit. So see, you need some knowledge about the game beforehand in order to beat it. Because if you don't know that there's a missile expansion down there, you will wander around aimlessly and don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do. Alright, we saved, we got our first missile expansion, really nice. Let's see, what do we want to do with that? We have some options here. We can... I kind of want to explore this place up here to the left. I believe we can do that now. We only need the missile. Or do you? You see, it's been a while since I played this game normally. Shit. Hello, Mr. Jeemer. Well, that's a new expression. A Jeemer. A Jeemer could be someone who acts like a zoomer, but is like very old. So we can kill this plant, but we didn't scan him, so that sucks. So now we can open that door. And now we are in a room called the Root Cave. Root Tunnel, Root Cave, and there's a plasma beam door up there. The game kind of spoils right away up there to the left with all the beam names. But if you have played Metro games before, you kind of know which beams are available. And then they changed that for like Metroid Prime 2 with the dark and light beam, and so on. But this first Metroid Prime game feels so much more classic to me. It's the first 3D Metroid game. And holy fuck, they nailed it. It's so fucking good. People say that... oh man. People say that Super Mario 64 is the best like 2D to 3D game ever. I don't really agree with that. Maybe. Just maybe. I don't think I want to go here, right? This is the face on Magmore Caverns East. No thanks. Hey, it would be pretty cool if we have a randomizer for different places. Oh nice, energy tank. We might be needing that. So that's why I came down here to get that. But yeah, randomizer with elevators randomized. Because randomizer I really enjoy. The one I enjoy the most is Resident Evil Remake randomizer. And that one has door randomizer, lock randomizer, item, enemy, all those things. It's so... fuck. It's so much fun. And I hope they continue with the randomizer on this game. Right now we are on version 1.31. And it's really nice so far. But there's so much potential with this game, you know. So we jump right here. Now we can scan this shit. What's your name, baby? It's a blood flower. Huh. Didn't know that was the name. 5-meter radius from the stigma at the center. Sufficient to kill this creature if they explode in its vicinity. Well, there you go. I can put 2 and 2 and 2 together. Now let's go back to Chozo Ruins, see what happens, see what we can get. Hello, Zoomer. I'm so happy that's their name. I don't know why, it's just so perfect. And this game came out before those names even were a thing. So Metroid Prime predicted it all. And with Nintendont loader, which we're using right now to play the game, there is an option called Unlock Read Speed, which makes the game have faster load times. And I believe that's what we're seeing right here. Because I remember from before, those elevator sequences were pretty damn long. Especially when you played on an original GameCube with the disc and it had to read the data from the disc. But now we're not playing from a disc, we're playing from a USB drive. And with the Unlock Read Speed, it's super fast. It's really nice. So we have a little boss battle right in here. We're gonna see what we get. But we also need normal items, so it doesn't really matter if we only get like a mission expansion. And before people accuse me of fucking piracy, Crims, you can't do this, I will report your ass. It's like, no, I own the original game. And modding it to play randomizers is illegal. And what? That's a energy tank. I think it's worth it. I mean, why not? It's not a difficult battle whatsoever, so might as well do it. You know, we are playing in hard mode, so why the fuck not? Now, if they're close enough when you shoot a missile, you kill both at the same time. It's really nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. If you get hurt, if Samus's aim gets like really wanky. So a trick you can do here is press A and B all the time, like this, and you avoid like every single enemy. Can I get some missiles back, please? No missiles, what the fuck? It's time for the big dude. Come at me, Samus. Don't pay attention to my weak spots. I kind of like that you only need to look at the enemy to understand how the fight is gonna go on. Like, the face is like way too difficult to break through. And then the weak spot is on the back. So it teaches you the dash jumps now. But as we don't have any missiles, this is gonna take a while. Especially when Samus's aim sucks ass! Just jump, baby! So that's what we need to do. Stand directly behind it so Samus doesn't miss. The fuck, man? Just let me shoot your ass! Literally. We don't even need to dash, we can just walk to the left. As soon as he does that little... like that, we can just go up to his ass and shoot him. So not a very fun enemy without missiles and on hard mode, but yeah. We got it, it's a plated beetle, whatever. Now give me my energy tank, boy. So this feels a bit weird, you know, have this little boss fight encounter, and you don't get a key item, you only get, like, some health. But as I said, both of these energy tanks we've gotten so far are optional. But we get them to stay on the safe side. How is this game so fucking good, man? This game turns, what is it, 18 years old this year. And it still looks so fucking gorgeous, and it's so much fun to play. And best of all, it's in fucking 60 FPS, mama! It's so nice! I don't need to kill these shits. I'm down. Now, we have two ways to go. We can go back to this boss room with the wasps and continue here. And since we have the morph ball, we can continue even further. And we can also get some items in the ruined gallery. Or we can head up here to the ruined fountain and continue there. I will head this way, actually, because the whole thing loops around, and we're gonna get some items which we probably will need. So we'll do that. Now, something I noticed with my recording of the Prince of Persia Classic, as I said in the description, I don't know if people read this, but in the description I said that it's been a while since I recorded in that classic way, and so I had some technical difficulties. I was very stupid to add H264 codec in an .avi file. So people who don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, I won't say too much more. But yes, it was not a good combination to have those two in the same format. Don't forget to drink, stay hydrated. So this time, so that resulted in a lot of audio and visual sync, as you saw in the beginning of my Prince of Persia thing, hopefully. So now the wasps won't come out. It's very nice. And we can open up this place, and we get... It's a fucking morph ball bomb! Wow! Damn, that's really fucking nice! Because that means we can fucking go in here. Go in here right now. Okay, so for this recording, I did some more tests, and let's see what we get. Missile, nice. This is so cool. It's kind of claustrophobic, but still, it's pretty damn nice. And in here we have the map. Might as well get it. So we're doing a much better and safe recording this time. I'm recording everything separately. The video is recorded separately, the game audio separately, and also the commentary. So it will be a lot easier to sync it up, right? Wait, we can take a look at Chozo Ruins. So this is the whole Chozo Ruins right now. This is the Wasp boss battle. We're going to continue on here and loop around back to the main plaza. And then we're going to continue over here to the Arboretum access and then continue from there. So you get the morph ball bomb over here, normally. So that's a pretty nice nice catch. Are those back? No, they're not. So I don't know right now, because I'm still recording this, but hopefully everything will turn out really nice. And the frame pacing, the sync, everything should be really nice. Because back in the day I recorded with a Dazzle capture card, and that one can't record with component cables to get better quality. So that's why I tried to use this instead. And then I used my Blackmagic Intensity Shuttle for a long time, and then I sold it because I wanted to get the Razer Ripsaw instead, to be able to record 1080p 60 FPS at the same time. The Blackmagic couldn't do that, so that's why I upgraded and sold the Blackmagic. But the thing is, the Blackmagic capture card came with a software that was really good with recording. Everything was perfectly in sync, there was no problem, the file size was generous and all that. It was really good. The Razer Ripsaw, however, did not come with a software, or at least that software isn't supported anymore, so it doesn't really work. It sucks major dicks. And so I was like, okay, do I have to record with like OBS, you know, the streaming program? No thanks, because the frame pacing is kind of ass with that program, with capture cards. So I don't want to do it. There's a Spireball track can't do anything there right now. But then I went back to the program which I used with the Dazzle capture card, which is VirtualDub, a good old classic video editing and recording program. And that one works with the Razer Ripsaw capture card, and that's what we're using right now to record component cable. And it seems to be rather... What in the fuck? The spider ball already? What the fuck are we gonna do? Oh boy, this playthrough is, since this is not fine. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. This opens up too many possibilities. The fucking spider ball already? That means we can get that suit we saw in the fountain area. Oh my god, this is so fucking cool. I love it. Okay, so the game teaches you to do these super cool bomb jumps. And there's also... There are 3 levels of jumps with the morph ball. Man, too many things I want to talk about. Okay, so you have a normal jump like this. You have the other one which looked like this. But then you have this one. I don't think I can do it, but let's see. So you place a bomb. Kind of like that. It's really, really cool. Yeah, we got the fucking spider ball. Oh yeah! This is so amazing! Look at this shit! And the colors are all wrong. That's because you aren't supposed to get the spider ball before getting the Varia suits. And since we only have the power suit right now, the game doesn't really know what skin to place on it. So we get the gravity suit skin, I believe. This is so fun. This is so amazing. I love randomizers. I think I've talked about this before, but I will do it again. So when I was a kid and grew up with these games, and I had, you know, a limited number of games, as most people had. So not having too many games resulted in me replaying the games a lot, right? Wait, I don't think I want to go up there right now. It's dangerous. I want to save first. Holy crap. Oh, fuck, this is so dangerous. So if you go up here, I don't think I need to be super spoiler free for this playthrough. But okay, so if you head over here, there's a spiral track, you see up here. And then you head over to this big place, and then you fight like a mini boss encounter. But you're not supposed to be this weak when you face those guys, and since we don't have save states, we can end up dying pretty damn easily, and I don't want to do that. Holy crap, this is so cool. This is so fucking cool. We can get the ice spreader, but there's no point. But yeah. Man, this is so difficult with recording Let's Plays, because you have these train of thoughts, things you want to talk about, but then things happen in the game, and so you lose track of what you were saying. I hope I said everything I needed to say. Nice missile expansion. Don't mind if I do. No, don't mind me, good sir. You can also open doors with the power bomb, so that's pretty nice. Okay, when they're clumped up together like this, you don't really want to go into them because they do a lot of damage. So you can shoot a missile and all of them will die. Look at them, they're so cute. What's the name? Scarab. Scarab think nothing of sacrificing themselves for the safety of the swarm. When a hostile life form is sighted, they block its progress by embedding themselves in floors and walls. Embedded scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened. Oh, that's the reason. I feel so bad for them, killing so many scarabs. But what was I talking about? So, okay, the recording should be a lot better. We shall see. I was talking about anime, not so much. I was done with that, I believe. What did I else talk about? The randomizer. Nothing special there. Fuck, I had something I wanted to talk about more, but I forgot. We can destroy the hives, but we don't really need to. We can just move on over. This feels so weird. Have the morph ball, spider ball with gravity suit skin. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm so confused. Okay, so now we can get that thing. Oh, I don't know what to expect here. I really don't. Like, how is this gonna affect the playthrough? It's gonna get too easy or too... Oh wait, we can't do that! Oh, okay. We need to beat like a boss, so this thing gets depoisoned or detoxified or whatever. So never mind, we can't really do anything with that. And the ice spreader isn't that interesting right now, either way. So we'll just continue on. And this is the arboretum, which leads up to this room, which I showed before. We can go up there right away if we want to. We just need to scan some runic symbols. And then we have these things. Reaper Vine. Cool. Get the fuck out of my sights. One hit and they're dead, huh? But they don't really die. They just go into their little hole, and then they're safe again. So as I said, we have 4 runic symbols. I just want to scan all of them before we head into the next room, so we don't need to do it later. So there's one, and the last one should be right there. And now it should be opened. You hear this fucking jammer? This music? So fucking cool. I'm still thinking here, like, what I wanted to talk about, but maybe I don't need to focus too much on it, but it's good practice for me to, like, gather my thoughts and finish talking about what I was talking about. But never mind. Because what I can do if it was something important is, like, after I'm done with this recording, I can listen to it later, and then I can remember for the next session what I wanted to talk about. So, you know, in the long run, it doesn't really matter if I talk about it now or later. So yeah, let's continue on, boy. These fucking shrooms, they do all damage. Now what can we find down here? Some more missiles. Don't mind if I do. This is really nice with having the power bomb so early, because some of these places feature places where you go in here, you get an item, but then you can't get the next item before you get another item. So it's a little bit of back and forth. But since we have the power bomb, we can get both of the items of this room right now. I think there are 3 items in total, but we can't get the 3rd one right now. So scan this shit. And then, oh yeah, there's one down there, so bam. There it is. And instead of just opening this shit, the game forces us to scan again. It's kind of unnecessary, to be honest. Okay, so you get the charge beam right here, but we just get missiles. But you know, I don't complain. The missiles are really handy on hard mode. You know, for the beetles, they take like 10 shots, and the missile just kills them instantly. So now we can go in here. And since we have the spider ball, we can get the other item as well. Oh, this is so awesome! This is really nice. I love this. This is so much fun. I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. I've been wanting to do both a let's play of this game for a long time, but I've also... The fucking grappling beam? What? You get that item like in the end game. Holy shit. Oh, he died. Nice. Wait, can I even... Yeah, I can come up here. No, I can't. Wait a second. There must be a way. Yes! Okay, so you hold R and you're in this magnetic state. So fucking awesome. More missiles. I think I'm gonna go for 100% items playthrough. I mean, why not? But yes, so I've been wanting to do a commentary on this game for a long time. I've also been wanting to do a randomizer playthrough. You know, just a normal casual playthrough. I've never done a full playthrough of a randomizer before. I've started and stopped, you know, here and there sometimes, but not more than that. And then, as I haven't played this game in a while, so I miss it, and it's so much fun to play it again. So yeah, like, I'm triple happy. It's so great, and it's kind of fun to be back to normal commentary as well. Because as I mentioned in the Prince of Persia Classic Let's Play, is that I get so stressed as a low viewer streamer that when you don't have any viewers, or you have like one viewer, you get so stressed and you focus too much on it. That's why I jokingly added that rule of don't talk or mention the viewer count, because that would stress me out. And back in the day, I made like live Let's Plays, so even though people didn't watch, I still talked as if it was like an offline Let's Play like this one. Get the fuck out of here. Oops. But yes, so doing offline feels so much less. So the biggest problem for me with the live streams right now is the amount of stress I feel while doing it. It's stressful, which I don't like. Even though it's fun sometimes, it's still stressful. Oh, die. Very good. Get some item refillments. So doing offline Let's Plays feels so much calmer. And I feel like I don't need to talk all the time. In the beginning of my Let's Play career or whatever, I had this feeling like, oh, you need to talk all the time. But you don't. Fuck. So you need a double jump to get up here, but you can do one of these. But it's pretty finicky. Yes! Yeah, boy! We have so many missiles, it's gonna make the boss battles a little bit too easy, maybe. But who cares? I find it interesting how quickly I adapt to the resolution, because this game is in 480p. With no anti-aliasing whatsoever, I believe. So it has a lot of janky... aliasing, you know. Like it flimmers a lot. But it didn't take long at all before I got used to it now. And so it feels so good to play. And hopefully the recording will look good as well. I try to make it as good as I can. So in here you have a boss battle which you get the power bomb from. So you can then kill this dude with a power bomb. But we're gonna head in here and kill the boss. And see what we get. There are 2 items in this room, so sooner or later we probably would have to go in here. Now this boss has 2 missable scans. Both the boss itself, which we can get right away. This one is called Incinerator Drone, programmed for high temperature waste disposal. Device schematics scheme. Yeah, whatever. And then we have this War Wasp hive, but it has a special type of wasp, which you can only find here. Open up, boy! I missed. Okay, so now they will come out here as he burns their home. So these are unique. They're called Barbed War Wasps. And I don't think there's anything super different. This insect can propel the tip of its stinger up to 20 meters. It regrows seconds after launch and contains acid. So yeah, it's just a stronger type of enemy. But nothing too difficult. You can also use the roll here. And since we have the power bomb, we can actually just avoid the boss battle and go in here, avoid the enemies, and get the item. Now that's pretty fun. That's really, really fun for me. But now we need to go in here. You see, now we hit him with the missile. We can just go back here. And nothing can hurt us. So we'll stand here until we hear his little face open up. Is it already? Yeah, it is. Oh man. Bye-bye for now, boys. Wait, can I just maybe kill? Yeah, I can kill them from here. Okay, he's back. No, he's not. He's not back. Show your face. He's dead. And so all the wasps die. Fucking missiles, how many can we get? Look at this shit, we already have 55 missile expansions. That's pretty insane. So with all said and done, we didn't need to go down here at all. Look at this, more missiles is pretty nice. Because they also act as ammunition for your beam upgrades. Oh, he's back. And also for super missiles and like that. So missiles is always nice to have, especially for boss battles. So now we have a little puzzle thing going on. Oh, this is so cool. We have the spider ball, so we can make some really nice progress soon. And I like to do this whole thing as the morph ball. Oh, can you do that? No, you can't. Yeah, the timer started. Let's fucking move. I wonder when we can get the double jump. I really want that shit. Okay, kill those dudes so they don't make you fall down. That makes sense for morph ball because you move a little bit faster. And we are done. You know, to be honest with you all, I didn't really feel like doing Let's Plays before starting this session. I don't know why. I was feeling kind of down. I didn't sleep too well. I had some nightmares and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, I might as well just kind of force myself to do it and at least do the opening sequence, you know, the first area of the game. And then we'd call it like a short session. But, you know, I can't stop playing this game. As soon as I picked it up, it's like, yeah, this is so much fun to play. And so I don't want to stop. But I am getting a little bit tired right now, and I think it would be nice to have a break, eat something, and also I want to work on my full cover, which is almost done. So I'm really looking forward to see what you guys think about that. So let's head over here and see what we get. This is kind of insane for me. So there's a ice beam door. Oh shit. Woo! That was really close. Do I want to be over here? You're not supposed to be here until much later. Because the spider ball is an upgrade you get like in the middle of the game. Oh, we can't even go in here because we need the wave beam. So, excuse me. I will be going back right away. Yeah. You guys have a good day. We shall see what we do. You know, I'm so happy that Nintendo went with 60 FPS as a target back in the day, even though the hardware wasn't that good. It's so good. Because the resolution is one thing, you can get used to that. Like, I'm already used to the 480p resolution right now. It doesn't look so bad. But 30 FPS, that's something I never get used to, really. It feels so janky. And it heavily affects the gameplay. Because the resolution doesn't really have much to do with the gameplay, right? It's just that as long as you can see what's going on, that's all you need. Having a little bit better clarity doesn't help that much, in my opinion. But 60 FPS, that's like the bare minimum for me these days, and it's so nice to see. But then I get pretty sad with the games like, you know, Luigi's Mansion 3 that came out recently, a 30 FPS title. It just feels so fucking laggy, and I don't enjoy it that much. I can't stop thinking about it. It's so sad people aren't more knowledgeable about resolutions and those things. And I can go and rant on this topic for quite some time. But also the thing with smart TVs, people don't understand shit about them. And they don't know how to configure it properly. And so most people with their smart TVs, they have this stupid fucking setting. Oh man. Get away from me, sir! They have this stupid setting which adds fake frames. So an example, if something is in 30 FPS, the TV can kind of make fake frames in between, so you get 60 frames per second. But these frames look like complete garbage. But that's not the main problem. The main problem for me is that it adds so much more latency. It makes your input lag really fucking bad. And people don't really understand the importance of input lag so much these days. Look at this dude. This is fucking Flagra. And this music is so fucking good. I don't remember if this boss was difficult on hard mode or not. Yeah, man! Rise and shine! He's so fucking cool. So this is the first real boss battle of the game. I wouldn't really count the Parasite Queen. Or like the tutorial shits. Don't hit me! So this is Flagra. This mutant plant is a source of toxic water in the ruins. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable, however. Exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. So what we want to do with this guy... Oh wait, we need to scan this one as well. There's also a missable scan. Not that I go for 100%, but still. It fills this narrow drainage channel. Wait. Analysis indicates that Flagra's central nervous system is located at the base of this structure. Oh boy. Okay, so we need to shoot this thing, and he get like, no sunlight, you fucking shit, Crims, stop it! And then the tentacle disappears, and we can go in there, and you can probably figure out the rest. So for each phase, it gets more difficult. Now what's with the music? I think it's supposed to have like 2 parts and it goes between them all the time. But this one just goes between... Ow! Okay. But I can't go... Okay, so when I made the randomizer file, there was a note that the music for Flagra is bugged, and so you needed like the trilogy ISO to fix it. I don't have that, so the music for this boss fight is unfortunately bugged, and we only have the beginning part of the song playing over and over. That's sad, because the second part of the song is really fucking cool. So now it's gonna get more dangerous, because he will flip them back once you flip them up. So if we do this, he's gonna show you that he will make it flip back, right? So we need to shoot some missiles so he understands that he needs to stop it. So we can do the dash jumps to cover greater distances. And if you release your lock-on, as soon as you start the dash jump, you can keep that momentum and fly a lot further. It's really cool. The movement in this game, so much fun. And now we begin the hardest phase, which is all 4. But since we have so many missiles, it's gonna be pretty damn easy. We can just spam it so he gets dazed, and that's it. So we begin with this dude. Fuck. We just shoot while we move over to the next one. Do this. You see how long we flew? How long we flew? Do you say that? How long we flied? I think flew. I don't know, to be honest. Flew, flied. The flew is something different, but still. But yeah, with that momentum, it's really easy to go to where you need to go. And just spam missiles so he gets stuck in place. So we're done. And normally you get the Varia suit from him, so you can be in very hot areas, such as the Magmor caverns. But we shall see what we get instead. Probably not the Varia suit. Maybe a missile. We get a fucking Chozo artifact. Okay. You need 12 of these to beat the game, so I mean, I'm not complaining. But they don't really add anything to your character. It's only an artifact and you need 12. So this is of the world, one of the 12. And that's it. Now we can continue on. And yeah, that's it. Now we can actually go back to this place, because the fountain should be working now. So I'm gonna turn around and do that. Oh, wait. We kind of want to... Yeah, we do have the spider ball. So we can do this instead. Because there's a thing with this room. If you head out here... and then head back from this room over here, you get like a boss encounter or enemy encounter. Pulse Bombu. It's called Bombu. That's so cute. Bombu! So cute, Bombu! Okay. So, without the spider ball, there is a trick you can do here. I'm probably not gonna get it, but you're supposed to do never mind. I fucked up directly. And now we have so many enemies coming out. I don't want this. We should destroy their home first. But where is the other wasp nest? It's right there. So kill the bitch! Wait, I don't think I can do this right now. I'm so fucking stupid, we can't do this! No! Because now we have this stupid platform in the way. Fuck. I should have just dropped down and then latched on to this platform. Fuck, I really missed my opportunity right now. And I believe there's a trick. I've seen my brothers do it. You can like do a bomb jump right there. But I don't know how to do it. So never mind, I failed. But I'm gonna go... I will not go down there just yet. Shit, I feel so stupid now when I missed that trick. We can go and get the ice spreader, but no. No thanks! Just let me back. I just noticed right now that the lock-on site is kind of interesting looking. I will explain later what I mean. So my plan right now is to get the suit and then head down to Magmore Caverns. And then we're probably done for today. Die, bitch! Okay, we done here. So we need to go... Where do we need to go? The fountain is up here. I still really want the space jump, which makes you jump in the air. Oh yeah, aiming with the controller stick. So nice. Will they always be destroyed now? Until I like restart my file. Maybe. So yeah, I must say this is really fun. You know, both to play the randomizer, but also to do commentary in this way. It feels a lot less stressful than the way I remembered it. So now we can just go in here, and it will launch us up to this track, and we can go down there and get our first suit, which I believe was the Phazon suit, but I might be wrong. It can be the various suits. I think it is. It is the various suits. So now dangerous areas of heat are now accessible, which is really, really nice. And since we have the grapple beam, I think we can, and the various suits, and the spider ball, we should be able to finish everything in this room. Right here. Let's see if I remember correctly now. Wait, this room is pretty nice. It has like this thing, this whole water thing going on here. So nice. Nice design. So now we can be in here with the various suits, and we can use the grapple beam to go across. And I don't think we can do much more than... Yeah, exactly. We need a wave beam, or we need the power... Yeah, Bendicium. So we need power bomb for this, and wave beam for that. So we can't do anything here. Let's head back. The grapple beam is really nice and fun to use in this game, but unfortunately there aren't that many places where you can use it. Kind of a missed opportunity, maybe. I don't know. And you get it so late in the game, so it doesn't really matter at that point, kind of feels like. And you don't even need it for a boss battle. So I don't really know what the point is. So what do we want to do now? We want to head to this place. Yeah, we've already been over here. Man, this is going so fast, I kind of lose track. Let's see if I can make... Nope, I couldn't. I wanted to do the dash momentum jump. Now I can't see shit. You see, now it looks more natural. So this is how it's supposed to look when you get the spider ball the first time you have the various suits. And that's how it's supposed to look. But now we know, without the various suit, it changes to a fucking gravity suit skin type. So let's head over there, get the ice spreader, down to Magmore Caverns, and then we're probably done for today. So that's gonna be nice. And as I said, I really hope that the recording this time will be much better. Because I apologize for the recording. For the Prince of Persia thing, I wasn't entirely warmed up, so to speak, and didn't know exactly what I was doing with the recording, so it turned out like shit. Hopefully this one will be much better. And also, I kind of apologize for my pretty weird commentary, or I should say rusty commentary. I even wrote it in the description, but I was pretty annoyed when I listened to it later on, how often I said, oh boy. And I've had those things happen to me many times during English overall. Like, there was one time I said, and stuff. I said that all the time. In the end of at the end of every sentence, I said and stuff. Kind of. Nothing to do here. Oh shit, you guys. No, I didn't want to do a dash jump down here. I said that in the Crims move vlog to the cabin. And then there was another part, like a stream where I said like all the time. I said like you know, like. I said like all the time. And then in the Prince of Persia Classic, I said, oh boy, all the time. And there was another Let's Play where I did say another thing. So I have these like periods or phases where I say the same word over and over in my sentences. And then I listen to my own commentary. And that's a way for me to practice on English, is to listen to myself afterwards and see which words do I pronounce correctly and which words make me look like a fucking jackass. And when do I repeat myself too much with words. And it also has to do with, I want my commentary to be entertaining. And if you repeat yourself too much with words through the years and through the videos, it's not going to be that fun to listen to in the end. So I work harder on that than people might know. I don't just record something, put it up there, and then don't give a shit. Don't worry about improving. I always want to improve and get better and have, you know, more fun. Woo! And it's really fun, you know, the whole thing. That's why I do it. So we're in the Burning Trail, and this is the beginning of Magmore Caverns. And this is a perfect place to leave it for now. It really is. So with that, I really hope you enjoyed this first part of Metroid Prime Randomizer playthrough. As I said, I've been enjoying this really, really much so far. And I did so much more than I expected. I was only about to do the pirate frigate, or whatever. But we did more, because this game is so much fun to play. And one thing I am thinking about is, you know, the heads-up display you're seeing right now? This is the default setting. Let's go out here so we have a clearer view. Yeah, like this. Okay, so in the options, you can go into visor. Oh wait, helmet, I believe. And now, you see, those bars disappeared and you can see more of the game. Now, I like that because it adds to the field of view. You can see more. It doesn't get as claustrophobic. But at the same time, people enjoy the helmet because it adds more realism, like you're actually there inside the helmet. And it also adds like that cool effect sometimes where you can see Samus's eyes. I think that doesn't appear now when you have this setting. And you can go even further and also turn down the visor. And now you have a very clear view of the game, you see. And I normally play like this. It's kind of fun to not see how many missiles you have. The only thing you really need to keep track of is your own health. Because if you don't have missiles, you will know that. So I kind of want to play the game like this. I don't know how many people are going to watch this right now before the next part. Probably not many, or anyone at all. But I think I want to try this for a while. Or at least I can have the visor opacity around 50%. Because now I can still see like the radar, you see the enemies there. I can see how many missiles I have, I can see the minimap. And it's not that obtrusive. So I think this is really nice. It's not too distracting. But the helmet, I believe, is a little bit too much. You can also make that like 50% opacity, but that just looks weird. It's either 100% or 0 for me. So this is what you can have. It's pretty cool, to be honest, but we shall see. We shall see what I feel like next time. But for now, let's just keep it around there. And we'll save it. And with that, good folks, once again, thank you very, very much for watching this part. Please leave some feedback and whatnot. I really love to hear what you guys think. And all that shit. And with that, I will see you in the next part. Thank you very much for watching again, and have a great day. Bye-bye for now!